welcome back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, we are going to be talking about Dances Up Earthquake. Now, this is going to be a basic strategy guide. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so no adversary, and we're going to put up dances here. Dances Up Earthquake. And Dances Up Earthquake. So this is a very high complex spirit. It's going to start with 6 unique power cards, present on the starting board, and the highest number with Dahan. It has high offense, little bit of control, little bit of fear, decent amount of defense, and high utility. So, what is Dances? Why is this spirit very complex? So, special rules. 2 special rules. Begin a dance of decades. Whenever you would play a power card, you may instead pay any amount of energy onto that card to make it an impending card, setting it aside out of play for the use on a future turn. It doesn't provide elements. It's still your power card, so it can be forgotten while it's impending. So essentially what this means is you're going to take a power card and you're going to put it off to the side. And then, so you could pay any amount of energy when you put that card off to the side. So at the very bottom, the second special rule, it says rhythmic power builds to a cataclysmic crescendo. When you gain energy from your presence track, you also gain energy onto each power card made impend on a previous turn. If any impending cards now have energy on them, at least equal to their cost, discard that energy and play them. So this top part says you may place cards into impend equal to your number of card plays. The bottom part says whenever you gain energy, you also gain that much energy onto those power cards. Essentially, you're putting cards in play for a future turn. Now, that sounds very big brain and high complexity and also a lot of planning. It kind of doesn't turn out like that once you play it a couple times, just because the spirit's really powerful, so you can kind of just throw cards in impend and it just ends up working out. Your growth options, so you are a 1/1/1, so that means you're always placing presence, very standard for the earth-based spirits. Your first growth option is a reclaim, plus place presence. Now you can choose to not place that presence and instead gaining a free major without forgetting. Almost always you're going to be gaining that, placing that presence, but gaining the free majors is also can be good. The second option is a very standard place presence, gain a power card. And the third option is pretty cool. You could place presence far away, reclaim one, and then you're able to manipulate the energy on 2 cards. So it says this turn gain +/-1 energy on up to 2 impending cards. So you're able to manipulate those cards that are off to the side. So left innate and right innate. Left innate lands creak with tension. You're targeting yourself. It's a fast power. If you have at least 1 card in impend, add a quake token. And then if you have the second threshold and one of your lands, defend 1 per impend card. The third threshold, if you have at least 3 impend cards, add another quake token. And then on the final tier, you get another defend. So the quake tokens are how you do damage, and then the second and fourth tier are defensive tools. Now the right innate says Earth shudders, buildings fall. It's a slow power, 0 range, targeting a quake land. It has this symbol is the number of power cards you have in play. So once again, so this is going to talk about your impending cards, while this is the cards that you have in play. And it's going to track the number of cards you have in play. First tier, 2 damage per quake token to buildings only. Third tier is 1 fear. In any lands with quake, 2 damage per quake token to buildings only, and then you remove a quake token per land. Also remember, each one of these tiers is once again checking the number of cards you have in play. And then this final epic tier, it is tracking 7 cards in play. You're going to get 2 fear, and then in each land where you have removed, or in each land where you removed quake, 1 damage to each invader. Now all of this is cumulative, so the first tier does a ton of damage at 1 land, and then in all of the lands, you do 2 damage per quake token, and then you do an additional 1 damage to each invader, which allows you to kill all of those explorers. So this final tier is why this spirit, or one of the reasons why this spirit is so powerful, because it allows you to just completely wipe your board by if you plan this correctly. Now the spirit has 6 power cards here. Let's start off with Rumbling Portend, a Greater Quake. 1 energy, fast power, Sun, Moon, Air, Earth. 1 range. It says if you have at least as many impend cards as power cards in play, 1 fear and add a quake token. Push up to 3 Dahan. So this is a way for you to add quake tokens in the fast phase, and it gives you some Dahan manipulation. Second card here, Gift of Seismic Energy. It's a 3 energy, fast power, sun, fire, earth, plant. If you target yourself, gain 3 energy. Otherwise, target spirit gains 1 energy per power card you have in play, maximum 6. So this is a way for you to give a lot of energy to the team, especially on your big quake turn. Resounding Footfalls, So Dismay. It's a 3 energy fast power, fire, air, earth, 0 range, 1 fear, add a quake token, skip all ravage actions. So you have a skip card on this spirit. Inspire a Winding Dance, 0 energy slow power, moon, water, earth, animal, 1 range, push up to 1 explorer / town, and then gather a Dahan. So this is how you can disrupt in the early game. Exaltation of Echoed Steps, 1 energy slow power, moon, water, earth, target another spirit. Target spirit may push 1 presence, bringing up to 1 explorer, town, Dahan, or beast. You may do likewise. So this allows 2 players to hopefully stop those ravage cycles. And finally, you have Radiating Tremors. It's a 2 energy slow power, moon, fire, earth, 2 damage. You may push any number of quake tokens, dividing them in as evenly as possible between adjacent lands. So this is a way for you to move quake tokens around. So you have 2 power cards that can add quake tokens, 1 power card that can move them, and then you have 2 disruption cards, and then a very powerful utility card. So let's get started. I have board F here, no adversary, and let's play some Spirit Island here. So we have Mountains starting. Now, a lot of times with the Spirit, I love to just gain power cards immediately. You have, I didn't even look at the tracks. So let's actually look at the tracks first. So top track is going to be your energy track. It also gives you the ability to move presence. Now, Earthquake has another spot on the track that's unique to Earthquake, and that is +1 play for impending only. So this is essentially +1 play, but it's only for impending cards. So see this as essentially 3 plays when you reach to this spot. Same thing with the spot on bottom track. The other spot around top track that's unique is this 2 energy / turn on impending cards. So once again, every turn you're going to be adding energy to your cards and impend, and that's going to be over here with that 1 energy symbol. Once you uncover this spot, it's going to be 2 energy on those impending cards. Okay, so bottom track, this allows you to get some Dahan manipulation, a very nice moon fire spot, another extra play here, another spot of earth, and then obviously 3 and 4 card plays, very powerful. So now Earthquake, if this is your first time seeing Earthquake, there is a turn 4 max quake where you set off this innate here on turn 4 and into single 6 adversaries is going to absolutely stomp almost all of them. I think France is the only one where I don't think you want to do that strat, but it pretty much destroys any adversary, and it's even to double adversaries, it's very, very powerful. I don't like to play it like that because it is kind of just formulaic in a way where your first 4 turns are pretty much set in stone and there's no decisions. I just find that to be very uninteresting. So what I do is I actually I play to the board, and I still try to go for this Earthquake. Usually I set it up on turn 5 or turn 6, but I'm trying to disrupt the invaders, and I just like to play to the board. I just find it more entertaining and more fun. So I'm going to do that here. I haven't played Earthquake in several years. It's been a long time. So yeah, let's get to it. So let's get a power card here. We go with the minor card. And we got Elemental Boon, we have Promises, we have Elusive Ambushes, and we have Scour. So you really can go with any of these cards. I mean, I'd probably go with Elemental Boon if I'm in a multiplayer game, but since I'm solo, I'm not going to go with that. I think what I want to do here is I want to be able to disrupt my F4. So what I'll end up doing is I'll play 1 card in Impend, and then I'll play Inspire, and Inspire is going to allow me to disrupt this land. Now, if I were to go with, so Inspire disrupts F4, I'll have 1 card Impend, then that card comes into play, and then I can put 2 cards in Impend, and that should give me this defend 1 per impending card, so that allows me to defend nicely on F6. So I think what I want to do I'm going to grab ambushes. Well, actually, we'll just grab the card that I should take, just Elemental Boon. We're going to put our presence. So a lot of times I love going straight down to bottom track, though it's going to vary. If I go top track, I'm kind of locked in to where I put my presence. Or no, if I go bottom track, I'm locked into where I put my presence. If I go top track, it gives me that mobility, so I'm able to move presence around. Why does that matter? It matters because you're placing Quake tokens at 0 range, or essentially where your presence are. And that's some of the benefits of going top versus bottom. I'm just going to go bottom track because that's my preferred play style with the spirits. And now I have a ability to gather Dahan. I don't think I want to do that. We'll go here next. So I'm going to play Inspire, like I said, because I want to disrupt my F4. And then I'm going to... Let's go with... the other card will be put into Impend. I want to be playing a Moon Earth card for next turn so that I can hit this left here. And actually, maybe I instead grow into my F8 here. There we go. And the reason is so I could put a Quake token there. Inspire. And I probably put Portends. This allows me to add, because I'll have at least as many Impend cards as power cards in play. I think I'm probably best off just doing Exaltation here. Oh, I like that sound too. Very cool. Okay, let's add that Quake token. Oh, that's such an awesome effect. Sure. Sure builds, and there's the Explorer. Perfect. So we'll Inspire, and we'll push this town over to here, and then we'll gather a Dahan into there. Playing around Cultural ASIM, I'll grow one more time here just so I can gather that Dahan nicely. Oh, I see, because I'm not gaining energy yet, so the card doesn't come into play. Perfect. I'm just making sure everything looks nice. So now I've kind of locked into this space here because of because I put presence there. So unless I go top track, I'm stuck there, which is fine. I mean, I probably just take the Blight there and I can defend here. So this is where I believe I'm supposed to start setting up my Quake. I put both of my 3 costs in Impend. Or I guess maybe I put 1 card in Impend and then I put 1 card in... So I want to be able to defend here next turn. Get another power card. Another minor. Oh, Guardian Serpents is good too. I don't even think I need it there. Let's go Guardian Serpents. Placing our presence here. Okay, that's really... Love that animation. Gather the Dahan, very nice. And then we want to place... I believe 2 cards in Impend. Then we grow into F1. We'll be able to defend F1 nicely. Both of those cards tick up. I'll have the nice... So both of those cards tick up. I'll place 1 card, put 2 cards in reserve, or in in Impend. This is where I probably should do some math and figure out when, but like I said, I don't tend to do that. I just kind of like to meme a bunch. So we'll put another Quake token, we'll defend there. Everything is nicely solved. Moving our beasts. Adding an Inland Dahan is very nice. We'll go to here. All that trades. There's the build. There's the Jungle Explorer. Sure. Oh, right. I forgot I have Exaltation too. Oh, boy. Guess we just skip there, and I can do it again. Yep, very nice. I have no cards in play. I probably should actually... Because now I'm putting 1 card in play, but I'm defending 2. I'm putting 2 cards in Impend. I'll have defend... I'll have this here. I'll be able to add 2 Quake tokens. Yep, very nice. Let's go with another minor here. Mesmerize Tranquility. I like to grab defense with Earthquake just because it already is built in to just wipe the board. Let's go Mez. We'll place our presence over here. Okay, very nice. And we're going to place a single card. We want to play Rumbling, I believe. I wonder if I can actually just kill the board right now, or like next turn. Because can I set it up if I do Radiating Tremors here? Play normally. No. If so I can choose the G3 next turn, play 2 cards. Make impend with 1 energy. This will go into play. I can then G3, putting these 2 cards in play, and then set off the Earthquake. Taking the Blight here, I skip here. That's probably better, so I play that normally. Make that impend. Beautiful. So, Quake. Oh, oops, wrong one. We want to do Quake, defend, and then we want to go push these Dahan over to here. I'm going to be able to nicely defend this. Numinous Crisis. Uh-oh. That's not good. I mean, we're just going to pick bottom here. Because I'll have, how many cards will come into play? I have 4 here. 5, 6. So I can get 6 in that earth. So I'm stuck here. Yeah, so we probably just put the presence back. Return 1 to track. Okay. Oh, I lose a Dahan. Dang it. That's what I get for pushing my Dahan early. Sure, Sans. I could have probably played that a little bit better. Beautiful. And this is where gather there. We G3 here, placing a presence there. Actually, before we do that, well, I guess we'll see. Reclaim. We want to reclaim. Probably. I usually do Rumbling here. And so we play this card. Yeah. Okay, so I did that incorrectly, so let's back up here, make sure I understand the UI properly. There we go. Okay. Reclaim 1, we go Rumbling. I now understand it, so I now need to pick the 2 cards to increase the energy, so I go here. I wish there was a backtrack. I can't backtrack here. I can't click off it. I have to pick one of the options, so. Also wish this animation was a little bit quicker. I'm just a very impatient person. There we go. So I have 4 cards. I'll be able to play 1 more card to get that innate going. I just need any earth card, which I have, which we could do. I wanted to do Portents. Yep. And then we can impend that, gathering there, and we are good to go. So we do Rumbling here, put that there, and we have Guardian Serpents. This is where we could do, defend. Actually, let me backtrack, did it correctly. Defend. Double defend, beautiful. Add a beast. I also have a skip, which I forgot about. I can skip here. I'm just going to do the Ravage though. Blood there, adds another Quake token, 3 energy. Oh, I forgot to. Oops. I should have killed that land. Sure. Dang it. Okay, that clears Jungle or Sands build, Coastal Explorer. Well, Radiating Tremors here, kill that, and then I have the Quake. Oh, that's so cool. I see, and then they remove after. Very cool. Okay, let's make sure I do this correctly. Love that animation. Yep, and I can remove my 1 token. That's GG. So Very fun, very awesome. And there's a lot more pressure the more you play the Spirit. I mean, obviously this is a Diff 0 game. I'd love to try them again. They'll probably be my next series with this Spirit.